Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in live from the Cheyenne Event Center. Are you ready for the next fights? First off, we'd like to thank American Legion Post Number 6 for sponsoring our weigh-ins, and we'd like to thank the thousands of men and women around the world serving our country that can't be here today. Also, we'd like to tell you, June 30th at the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, Army versus Marines 9 is happening. The first event of its kind. There will be a boxing ring and a cage, simultaneous fights side by side all night, and an 8-man lightweight tournament. Each fighter must win a boxing fight, a kickboxing fight, and an MMA fight to be crowned the King of Sparta. Are you ready for fight number 5? Fight number 5, sponsored by Country Financial. Country Financial, your leading insurance provider for auto, life, commercial, retirement, and home since 1925. Please contact John Caesar for your personal insurance review at johncaesar@countryfinancial.com or 970-682-1180. This next fight is an elimination super weatherweight title fight. Our first title fight of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, Daniel Campagna.
Here we go, fight fans. It's the main card for Sparta Combat League 69 Wyoming. We're going to kick it off with our first of 2 title fights this evening. This is an amateur title fight in the 150-pound division, welcoming the South Dakota fighter to the cage, Mr. Daniel Campagna.
And his opponent fighting out of the Blue Corps Shooting Center blue corner, Harold the Predator Jackson.
Mr. Harold Jackson, the second of 2 fighters in this 150-pound title fight. Coming to the cage, representing the Colorado Fight Gym Renegade Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a very well-represented gym here this evening. Putting a lot of guys in the cage for our entertainment. Tail the tape, Mr. Campagna with a definite, I will call it age advantage, because saying I'm 20 years old is about the best cardio training that there is in the world. Mr. Jackson coming to us at 31 with a decided height advantage at 6'2 versus 5'8, and experience pretty close with Mr. Campagna having an advantage at 5-1 versus 3-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main card of the evening. This fight is co-sponsored by Quantum CBD, water with a cause. This fight is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and it is for the super featherweight title. Let's meet our first two fighters. Fighting first out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner. He stands at 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighed in at 150 pounds. Trains at Mikua MMA with a record of 5-1. From Rapid City, South Dakota, Daniel Campagna. His opponent, fighting out of the Blue Corps Shooting Center blue corner, stands at 6 foot 2 inches tall. He weighed in at 145 pounds. Training out of Renegade BJJ with a record of 3-2. Fighting out of Greeley, Colorado by way of Chicago, Illinois, Harold the Predator Jackson. Your referee for this bout will be Alan John.
Here we go, fight fans. Get this main portion of the card kicked off with the title fight, wearing the Brazilian flag trunks, Mr. Campagna. Facing off against the fighter in the black trunks, Mr. Jackson. Colorado versus South Dakota here in Wyoming. And getting a knockdown with the kick early on is Jackson, but Campagna going for the triangle initially, switches off nicely to the armbar. See if he can hold it through the slam. Jackson in some trouble here. Campagna lost the arm, so it's going to be a scramble for position here. See if Campagna can maintain top position. Transitions nicely to the back, does Campagna. Jackson going to want to try to hold the head, but he lost it. Definite positional advantage here for Campagna after that scramble. He's able to get that his head free from the head control of Jackson, and that allowed him to secure back control. Now looking to try to set in the rear naked choke and a transition to an armbar here as Campagna rolls him over. A little bit like we used to see Ronda Rousey do a lot, and going with the figure 4 leg position as Jackson tried to clear the legs. Campagna kind of let him figure 4 his own legs and still able to maintain control of the arm. Good job by Jackson with his legs here off the top. And Jackson going to be fairly close to being out of it now if he steps all the way over to his right. And there he goes, but no, still tight, being held on to well by Campagna. He is not letting that submission go. Just as I say that, he lets it go. So the scramble for position continues here. Jackson trying to settle into side control, see if he can clear that leg, set up the head and arm choke. And just going for the neck crank now, see if Jackson's, I was gonna say if Jackson's able to get underneath, but no, Campagna. Really nice work with his legs, and again, if Campagna can pop his head free, which he does, maintains positional advantage, does the South Dakota fighter. Has his opponent flattened out, that's exactly what Campagna wants right here. Jackson gonna try to scramble, gonna try to bring his knees up, get himself into a little better position, but nice striking from the back by Campagna. Rights and lefts mixing it up underneath the armpits, making it very difficult for Jackson to defend. Jackson throws an arm up, and that's gonna be it. Congratulations late in round number 1. Daniel Campagna out of South Dakota goes home with the Sparta Combat League title. What great back and forth scrambling action by both these fighters. Nobody a slouch on the ground there. Coach Eddie Cisneros goes in with his hands up, kind of saying, hey, what are you gonna do? You know, the guy just had an answer for everything. we're checking it out on the replay here as we're getting closer to the end of the fight. Campagna just non-stop flurry of punches, rights and lefts, arching his back and eventually going side to side with both hands. And referee had seen enough, and that's finally what it was that earned Mr. Campagna the title. Jackson flattened out there. That's basically the worst position a fighter can have. See him trying to scramble, get his hips under him, wants to bring his knees into the game a little bit, but it was just too much for too long, and the referee steps in and waves it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Alan John has stopped this fight at 2 minutes and 26 seconds in a round number 1 by TKO for your winner and new super featherweight SCL champ, Daniel Campagna. Ladies and gentlemen, here with the winner, Daniel Campagna. Daniel, you came in at 5-1, you're leaving 6-1, but even more importantly than that, you've got some new hardware around your waist. Tell us what this means to you and how long it's taken to get here.
It means a step in the right direction, but there's still plenty more steps to take. Just gonna keep training, see where it takes me.
Daniel, it was a great fight. I'm sure you've got some people you'd like to thank for getting you here.
Yeah, definitely. Big Sexy Joe, Sonanos. We got McCoy MMA, Coach Reno, he's an awesome Muay Thai coach. If anyone's in Rapid City, wants some stand-up striking, Reno McCoy, badass striking coach. My family's been super supportive. Hell yeah. And Elena Bracamontes, my girlfriend, super supportive.
Enjoy the win, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Campagna.
Are you feeling sluggish, old, and tired? It could be because your body is dehydrated on a cellular level. Most purified waters are acidic and as a result may be rejected by your body. But it doesn't have to be that way. Real water is different. It is beyond alkalinity. Real water is infused with negative ions for ultra-cellular hydration. You will immediately notice the smooth, clean taste as you start hydrating the minute it hits your mouth. Real water. You will taste and feel this difference.